kids, everything, and then you hear that your
Hola,
child is begging for
Kinalito.
bread somewhere. You know what I mean?
Pardon me, aka Mahadi. Kinalito means I am little. I'm also known as Mahadi, not Mahali, spelled Mahali, but pronounced Mahadi. This is for the new people here. I am from Lesotho. I am South African. I am British. I am Aussie. I am the girl that calls 4 countries home. Welcome to my channel. I was about to sit down now. I had a reminder on my phone to sit down and prep for my Sotho video. I've had a few suggestions. Goodness me, I'm so terrible, guys, at time management. I really want to try and be consistent, but you know, also it's difficult, like also being in a space that's not yours and trying to respect the space that you're in and think, okay, maybe we need to do the videos in the car, maybe we need to, I don't know. But I just realized that actually I've been focused on my Sotho people and sort of neglecting my people, you know. I know my Sotho people are my people as well, but it's fairly new. It's a new thing that I'm starting, and I'm still trying to sort of like figure out, how do I become consistent? How do I actually teach Sotho, you know, because I'm just saying words and things, but I'm thinking, okay, long term, we actually need a structure, a lesson, this, that. So I'm still sort of like doing my research while I'm doing life, that is lifing. But I'm thinking, no, I haven't actually done a sit down, a video about myself. The last time I did my videos, I'm actually having a look in my uploads. I think the last upload I spoke about my life. I was moving. Yeah, I think so. When was this? October? In October. And just an update on what I've been up to. I don't have my phone. I'm using my phone as my camera, and the plan was to look at the pictures that I've been taking and see what has been happening. I'll just check if the pictures will be here on my laptop. So I stayed with a friend for a month, which was beautiful. And you know, it was so good to feel like, from being in my house, because I had been, so for those who are new here, I moved house, my rent went up and I could not afford it. So I got a place to rent in a room, because I did at that point realize I do have to live alone, let the kids live with their dad, because I cannot actually afford a place that can accommodate all of us. That was a very painful decision. That was a very, very painful. I had to accept, I had to cry and just say, look, I'm not sending the kids to live with a stranger. I'm not deserting the kids. I'm sending them to live with their dad, who was not very happy. I then got this place. The owner said, yeah, you can come at this date. And then I ordered my removal lists, and that was the plan. And on that weekend, we were having the African camp happening, like our church thing. And then she changed her mind. I think she got someone who was ready to move in immediately and pay. So at that point, I did not have the deposit money, which was, I think it was 1,000 rands, $1,000. I didn't have it. So I had told them, look, I don't have the money now, but I'm getting paid whenever, and that's when I can pay. She said, yeah, that's fine. You know, I'm loving how you feel. Like, I'm feeling comfortable with you coming into my home. Come live with me. And I paid that money. No, what am I saying? Oh my goodness. I'm not even listening to what I'm saying. It's because I'm getting distracted, because I just remembered that before her, there was someone else. There was someone else as well that I felt we get along. And then she changed her mind about me coming. It's probably because I asked about, can a man come visit? Because she had a child. And even myself, to be honest, I didn't want somewhere where there is a child, because I wanted to freely live my life without having to be a role model. So I asked, can a man come visit? And she said, yeah, that's fine, as long as he doesn't sleep over. I think she said that or something. I said, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, because these people were Christian, they were my fellow Christian people that, oh, no. The men would not sleep over. I mean, not with your child here. I didn't say that, but I was thinking the men would not sleep over. We don't do that. Young people that are listening, the men do not sleep over. I just had to say that. So yeah, I said, no, but I just meant, like, if someone came to visit, can they come inside and stay in the lounge with me? Can they actually come visit? And she had said, yeah. So I think that's what I think. I think that's what, like, bothered her. And she was like, no. So then I got this second person, and she had a young child, a baby. Did she have other children? I think she had 2 young kids, and she was gonna move them into her room. The husband had just left, so we connected. I told her my story. The husband had now moved in with someone else somewhere. She had just been left to deal with the mortgage by herself. She can't afford it. She has 4 bedrooms. So she was hiring out another room. There was a Kenyan guy that was coming, and then I was coming into this other room. No, she had 3 bedrooms, because the room I was gonna come into, she had just decided the kids will live with her. They'll sleep in her room. Like, she had a massive room, and she's renting out this room as well. So I loved it. She was from somewhere else in Africa as well. I can't remember where, but not the Africa that's popular, not the countries that people usually come from, just these countries that, like, are not common. She felt good. She was very, very depressed, I could tell. And I felt, this woman needs me. We need each other. Like, I'm so happy she's happy for me not to pay the deposit because I don't have it. But I'm happy. I'm going to be here. I'm going to help out. I'm going to clean. The place was in a state, cleanliness-wise, even outside the garden. Like, the place was, and I could actually already calculate, okay, I'm going to afford a gardener that can come keep the place looking good, because the area is good. Everybody's house is good. Her house was the one that's looking, you could tell. As soon as I met her, I understood why her house looked like that. The walls, there was food on the walls. There was, like, prints. Like, you could see this person is depressed. So I was really looking forward to that. And then she just changed on me. She turned. I was calling her, telling her, okay, I've got the removal list. We'll come around this time and whatever. Do you want me to come get the key, or will somebody be home? I don't even remember exactly what she said, but she turned. And I was actually walking to church for this camp that was starting. I remember thinking, my goodness, like, I was taken aback, but I was like, wow, I'm so good with starting with this church thing, because I know I'm going to be strengthened. Like, I know, like, I don't know where I'm going. I know I'm having my house moved out, but I've got no idea what's happening, but I know I'm going to be fine. And I'm so glad I have this. I'm going to be surrounded by God and God things and God messages. God, there's something about having those conferences and, sermons every day. It's just something that it just puts you in your, what grounds you, So I was happy. This is happening at that time. So we still had the removalists come. We still had the house emptied, but I still had the house until someone moved in. So this was a month. This took a month for that to happen. And I still stayed in the house while it was empty, because I still had, like, I had my stretcher bed, I still have, you know, a few things. So that's what happened. And then at the end of that, when they found a tenant, then I moved in with a friend. While I was staying with a friend, then I had, I think I shared that here, or I shared that just on my WhatsApp, I'm not sure. Then I had this couple from church learn that I am homeless, and they were going away for 3 months, and they said, do you want to look after our house? We are going away, you can stay there rent free, and yeah, essentially look after the house. And this is where I am. And they were coming back in January, which is now. But they did call Christmas Eve to say, look, we want to stay a bit longer over here. They've gone to see their family. They have a daughter and a son over east, in the eastern states of Australia. We call it, we just say over east. And they're doing renovations and things like that. So they said, we want to come back in March. Are you happy to stay long? I was like, say less. So I'm here until March, which is in 2 months. So it does help me a lot, you know, I can breathe financially. And so that's what has been happening. So I thought I'll just come let you know, updates. And there's also the factor of, yes, your girl has got a mens. You'll be knowing I kissed a lot of frogs, lots of frogs. So my man was meant to come over Christmas, and I went into a mini depression, man, because he was not here. Yo! And then we did think, okay, maybe I should go home, because I don't need visas, I don't need all that to come home. But then because I'm here, I'm looking after this house, I can't just leave for 2 months, 2 weeks. I wasn't gonna go 2 months, 2 weeks, because I think that's what, like, I could get. I sort of had the time off that there were 2 days that I had to work, and I was thinking, okay, I can possibly get these 2 days leave, or call in sick or something, because I was like, I worked up to Christmas Eve, then I was off Christmas, I was off Boxing Day, and then the 27th was a work day. But they were kind enough at work to decide that the team leaders and the admin people, they will be on the phones. I work at a call center. They will be on the phones for those days, and then we will need to come back. So we'll be back the 30th and 31st, and then off again the 1st. So I was thinking, so it was just a week. It was just a week that I was thinking I could go home. Like, I needed... I needed to go home. I needed to see my man. I didn't even know if I'll be able to see my family, but since my sister is in Joburg, I mean, we were gonna make a plan. But I needed that, and I didn't have that. You know, the kids had plans with their dad, and I was alone. But I did have a friend invite me. Like, I was trying to, last year, the year before, 2023 December, we had for Christmas, we had I have a family from church. My church family is, we call it zonal family, like we prayer Friday, like sort of like cell groups, Friday night prayers that we have in our zone. So that zonal part, so they've become family to me. I've walked on their shoulders. They've been like walking on the shoulders of giants. They've been incredible, supporting me throughout my life. So we had Christmas together 2023. So this year, no one was saying anything. I think last year it was my suggestion. No one said anything until last minute. I was like, guys, are we having Christmas? What's going on? And people already had plans with their families. People were going through a lot. Some people had to go away to bury loved ones and come back. And it was just exhausting. People just wanted to rest. So of course this meant, so at least there was one of my friends that she was very keen. She was trying to be part of, like, okay, guys, what are we doing? And yeah, people were just not keen. So she just invited me on the side, said, look, just come to my house. We'll just do as a family. And she has her sister's family here as well. And she has other families that she has from her country, from Zambia. And so that's where I got invited to lunch. And then there was another friend who wanted us also to do the group thing, but they didn't want to be indoors. They wanted to go out in a park, outdoors Christmas, but they couldn't agree with the friend that had invited me first. So she did contact me as well to say, look, we're going on a drive. We're having our Christmas outdoors. Do you want to come along? I was like, oh no, I've already been invited to this one that's indoors. This one. And you know, she did mention, yeah, we did try to consolidate our plans, but it didn't work out. So yeah, so I did have a good Christmas. I really had a good Christmas. And before that, I was feeling so sorry for myself. I even cried, like, oh my days. But I think because I was not okay, man. I missed my man. My mind was gonna see my man at the end of the year. What do you mean? So I was not okay. I was not okay. But it was so good. Like, Christmas was so good. Like, it was really good. And I'm so grateful, man, that I got invited. That I was not alone, because I was not okay. I really was not okay, you know. I came out of, we had our play, guys. You know, our play, we had our play. I mentioned our play, and I do have a, like, sort of like a over 1 minute video on here. Have a look at it, where I've got like this gray wig. We had a play, Come From Away, and I got nominated for Best Actress in a Musical. And my son got nominated for Best Actor in the Musical. So that was really awesome. He had joined us late. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on here. Because I think the promo, you won't see him. There was a different guy playing the role that he ended up playing. But he couldn't make it anymore. He was having his own personal stuff. And he stepped down. And we thought we may not be able to have this play go on, but then my son happened to be free right at that time. He was done with his uni stuff, and he joined us, and the play won. So we didn't win for our nominations. I mean, I was shocked. I got nominated. What do you mean? Guys, there was like so many plays that were assessed, so many musicals, hundreds. I think 100 and something. They mentioned how many musicals that were put together for 2014 season. Because we went to the awards last weekend. It was beautiful. So we did not get the award. So there was like 5 people nominated for that category. 5 people from the best actress in a musical. And we didn't win that, but our play, I was so relieved and happy for everyone, because I don't know why I felt bad that I got nominated, because everybody was so good. Everyone was just so good in that play of ours. So we got Best Ensemble in a Musical. So it meant we all worked together, like we got Best Actors, basically. The whole cast was incredible. So we got an award for being the best ensemble. We got the award for Best Director. Got an award for Best Director, Best Musical Director. And then we got an award for Best Musical. That's like the ultimate award. Yeah, it was just beautiful. So we had that play. And I've lost my train of thought. I don't remember why I mentioned the play. Oh my days, I don't remember. Okay. I remember now. So I had just come out of that play. The play ended the 30th of November. Listen, It was so stressful. The play, it was stressful. Fun, but stressful. Stressful. Goodness me, the stakes were high. The stakes were high. These people take their jobs so seriously. Everybody took this so seriously. You could not make a mistake. Like the standards were high, and we delivered. So that had just finished, and it was a peak. It was a high. Coming from this high, like every day standing ovation. Coming from this high, it was an emotionally taxing play. It was emotionally, because I played a mother who lost his son, on the 9/11. The play was based on 9/11 events, and the planes that got diverted, 38 planes that got diverted into this small town, and then all the emotional, everything that came with it, essentially. And I had to, in the play, we all of us, there was 12 actors. We all played different characters. I played 3 characters. And, you play 1 minute, you're dancing, you're drunk, you're flashing your bra. The next minute, you are crying. Your son did not make it out of the Twin Towers. So it was an emotional roller coaster. I had just come straight out of that. And then I was emceeing a 40th birthday the day after, and then emceeing a wedding a week after. So it was all this, like I was running on adrenaline, and then everything was behind me. Emotional crush. My man is not coming. So that's where I was. I was just not okay. I was not okay. And of course, the stress of preparing when you're emceeing, there's just so much. Things don't always go according to plan, and people are not always easy to work with, So it's like so much to deal with, and then it was just an emotional roller coaster. Just sitting down, trying to reset, coming back from that, but then I have to deal with work. There's no break from work. Our work is extremely demanding. It's emotionally and mentally, I work for, the government benefit system, social security. So I was just in that place where I need a rest. I need a break. I need something different. I need to be spoiled. I need to be looked after, but I can't, and this place as well, there's quite a lot to do. So but thankful that Christmas was beautiful, and we came out of that. And then what happened after Christmas? What did I do for New Year's Eve? We had gathering with friends, just having a chilled evening, and I uploaded the singing with the kids. We were asked to sing. We were practicing in the car, and we were all like having a cold and not sure the voice will voice. And the song we've sung with the group that we sing with, Overflow. And of course, when we got asked to sing, like, okay, let's have a trio version of this. And it came out so beautifully. When we rehearsed it in the car, it was all over the place, but it came out so beautifully. Hence, we shared. I mean, I do share sometimes, even when things are not perfect, because I've learned to. In the past, I wouldn't share if I felt, I'm a recovering perfectionist, so I force myself to share even when things are like, because this is reality, this is me, this is what it is. And so I shared that. So, and then the year started, and trying to, so to people are like, when are the other videos coming and stuff? So that's what I shared. So I do have things I did mention when I told you guys about the disaster at the wedding, wearing my jumpsuit front to back. I posted that video. I do have ideas. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and prepare, because my mind is dealing with 100 things, 101 things at once. I am trying to keep a close eye on my finances. I started the last fortnight and I ended so proud of myself. I ended the 2 weeks with $100, still having $100, even though I did put out of my, I'm trying to do like the David Ramsey thing. And I see that, okay, the first step is to save 1,000. Don't try to, because I was trying to do too many things. I was trying to finish my debt, do this, and I was getting stressed and I wasn't getting anywhere. I have a debt for school fees that they had paused during my moving and everything. I had said to them, look, I'm so stressed right now, so broke. Can you please pause this? So they said, okay, we'll pause it and we'll come back. I don't know if there was an agreement, but I do remember seeing an email that they will start taking the money in January. And it was December actually. I remember just before Christmas, they took their 400. I was like, so now I've spoken to them and they're going to take $100 now. I don't know much left. It's 1,000 something, which I could pay at once. But I was hoping, I'll be getting child support and I'll just pay that and settle it. But right now, my child support account has been closed. So we are following that up. We are objecting to child support decision because this man has said he's looking after the child who will soon not be a child 100% of the time until she turns 18, which is a lie. So they have closed that. They did call me and get the story straight. I told them that I am now in a position where we are back to the 50% care. I don't know how and when and what happened. They got back to him and he said, yeah, I'm with him. I'm with her 100% of the time. Because what they did is they didn't get back to the case for a bit, because every time that I called back, because I always got missed calls when I was at work, every time I called back, our case manager was not available. So I was always talking to someone else, different people who are meant to be taking notes, but apparently I got contacted. They didn't get hold of me, and I never said anything, and therefore they had to take his word for it. And now I owe him $400. So the only reason I'm exhausted, it's exhausting, I'm exhausted, but I cannot owe him money. So I'm fighting the decision, and the money that they were assessing me on as my income as well is higher than what my income is. And I never even noticed this until now when I was having a look at my account, and there's no money coming to me, but I'm owing. I'm like, what? When I looked, I see my assessment. I'm earning more, 10K more than I actually earn. So when I rang them up to correct that part, they said your account is closed. I'm closed? What do you mean? They said, yeah, because the child is now 100% in the care of dad. I'm like, who said that? Of course. It's like, oh my days, it never ends. It never ends. It never ends. So that's the debt that I'm dealing with, the school fees, and not being able to pay it off quick because I don't have child support coming. And so now it's just trying to keep an eye on my finances, keep an eye on my budget. And I've noticed, okay, now I'm not having, there's no longer, it's the $6 charge from my bank because of missed direct debits. But now I have nothing. It's like, whoa. So what I earn pays for the health insurance, the this, the that, and then I'm left with nothing. I genuinely cannot afford rent. I'm like, whoa, how was I even living before? How was I paying rent? So now I see that, oh yeah, I was always anxious. I was always having no fuel. I was always this. I never paid these people. I would pay them. I was telling my friend yesterday, I was joking and saying, They knew that if they got paid this fortnight, you're not getting paid next fortnight. Next fortnight, we're paying other people. And that is not a way to live, you know. So, which means I have an income problem. So I did speak about this before, the getting a second job. So because I was doing this play of mine, you know, I was having those 2 rehearsals in the evening during the week, and I was having the all day Sunday rehearsal. I saw that, okay, I have time. So I can get a job where I can work those days. And so I am on a quest right now to get the main job that pays more than what I'm earning, that pays, you know, decent amount that I can actually afford rent on, plus get a second job where I can have savings. I have been applying for jobs. Even right now, I was sitting down here because I need to, there's 5 jobs that I need to apply for. So we are trying to fix our income issue. But yeah, where I am right now, it's quite a lot to keep the house intact, the grounds, and I'm realizing that, okay, maybe I don't have the time until I leave this place. I probably do not have time to get an evening job because there's routines to be done after work. There's a time when, because I had my play and I was tired, I relaxed and things went a little bit down, you know, the pool went green. I was like, whoa, when did that happen? So now I need to keep a focus. I need to keep my eye on the ball, making sure that, you know, the grounds are kept clean. Things are not getting overwhelming. So that needs time. So I just need to also just manage my time, write down my time, plan my time accordingly, such that, okay, I'm able to, if I want to be, you know, consistent with the YouTube, or just have my own personal time, reading, whatever, because I am also listening audiobooks for finances and stuff. If I want, and I noticed as well that budgeting takes a long time. Like on Thursday, I don't work at the moment. So I was trying to keep an eye. Oh, the kids are here. I was trying to do my budgeting. It took all day and I didn't even finish. I was like, whoa, okay, so this also needs time. So I just need to manage my time better. And that's my bell. That is the end of this video. I won't even be editing it. Thank you, guys.